welcome to this episode of episode 11 of the episode that is of and then no, fuck it, start again.
Clap again? Or
No.
Blah, 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 blah. Sean, would you like to share with the rest of the class?
Hello and welcome to episode 11 of Battalion and the Cursed Bones. Our intrepid heroes find themselves, oddly enough, together in certain circumstances. Well, at least certainly Kalasa and Nelisa are together, although their roles seem to have changed, with Kalasa now being declared as the slave of Nelisa.
But she doesn't know that.
You two have gone off with the Drow female Nadia, to go and get some gossip in the Drow town of Siklus, which you now find yourselves in. Barador has gone off to go and track down Florian, who seems to know where Killian is, except what happened was Barador stole some triggers from Florian, who went off to where Killian was, and Killian is no longer there because he's now where Barador is, which is where both of them are, which is currently in some kind of room somewhere, somehow in the city, possibly of Siklus, where they have both met the same person who has two different names.
And a map.
So intrepid.
Which suggests you should watch an episode, and this is the only time I will do this. But there will be a link over here.
No, yeah.
Nonetheless, the link that is at the top of your screen will lead you to the episode that she is referring to. We continue. The bags that you are carrying with soft linen in them, and that smell vaguely of human bits, it doesn't weigh you down too much, but the sheer amount of stairs does. You go down a flight of stairs, across a bridge, down another flight of stairs, across a bridge back in the direction you came originally, down another flight of stairs. And all the time that you're going deeper and deeper down, the air is getting cooler and cooler and cooler. And after a short period of time, you start to hear running water and the almost insufferable giggle of a gaggle of women gaily going about their gaudy
Gossiping.
washing and gossiping.
Gee whiz.
I kind of roll my eyes like I can do this.
Well, we're here. Was there any particular type of gossip that you were trying to get? Says Nadia to you in her best halfling.
I'm going to try and be quite persuasive and say the best kind.
You don't have to make a roll. I don't follow you. The best kind of gossip about what?
What do you normally discuss? Just generally.
So she comes to a stop over this balcony, which is this intricately interwoven fretwork.
Oh, is it pretty?
It's spectacular. And you realize that the carvings actually depict a forest with a stag standing in it in front of this waterfall. And the carving waterfall continues down below a floor into this actual pool of water, around which there are 6 different clusters of women busy scrubbing clothing, dipping it into the water, adding soap to it. Well, you could join them. They're talking about who's sleeping with who. You could join them. They're talking about who's going to die soon and inherit what. You could talk about them, who are comparing the latest bachelors and who's most eligible for marriage. You could join them, who are talking about the decay and destruction of the Drow society and how youth today just don't know what's coming. Or you could join them, who are talking about international politics and the influences that the dwarves are having on the surface dwellers towards a negative attitude towards Drow negotiations and relations. Or you could join them, and they are talking about the rather interesting movement this moment in Drow architecture.
I do like the architecture. Okay, could I roll? Is this... Okay, sure, but...
So what do you want to know about?
Can I roll insight to what would be most useful at this moment?
No. Because I don't know what would be most useful at this moment to you. What do you want to know about?
Okay, Colossus. So we can learn. Yes. Okay. So we've got lots of choices for gossip. Okay. We can learn about who is sleeping with who. Okay. We can learn about them moaning about changes in Drow society and how young people know nothing. Okay. We can learn about international politics and how the dwarves are changing people's minds about the Drow and upstairs. We can also learn about some weird radical movement in architecture. We could learn about... Oh, okay. And then we can also learn about who is dying soon and leaving inheritance and something else that I cannot remember right now. I got stumped by the architecture. So what do you think will be most useful?
Is there no one talking about that General what's his face that is suspected to have our party member? No?
Okay. Is is anyone talking about the explosion that happened, or I don't know who would be in charge of that explosion for Drow society? And nothing? Don't care about explosions?
I've only just arrived with you now. I don't know what they're
Oh,
talking
that's true.
about
It's recent
specifically.
event.
But certainly the explosion in the Gannical house would result in communications with whom is sleeping with whom, as well as most eligible bachelor, and radical changes in Drow architecture.
I'm gonna turn to you. It seems like we should go for the architecture.
Well, it's the longest session ever.
I'm like, but they say maybe who is sleeping with who, and since we know Killian,
That sounds good to me.
who is sleeping with who?
Right, that wasn't so hard, was it?
Well, I don't know. We'll find out in gossip session, will we?
Good. Tell your slave she can start all the washing, and when she's done, she can come and find us. The two of you...
I'm gonna roll.
I'll come back to you. The two of you are staring across the room from one another. Barador looking at the purple Killian with pink stripes across his face. Killian looking at Barador.
You're looking at everybody else. What's everybody else's reaction to us in the room? How many people are in the room?
There are 8 people in the room, including the lady you know as Alkemene Drusa, the leader of the rebellion, and the lady you know as Mabe.
I got guided here by
Correct.
some dude, right?
That's right, yes, the vendor that you sold the trinkets.
Yeah. Is he making any moves?
He's currently looking from you to him to the lady and back to you. He makes the sign, the thief sign, for I think I just got fucked.
I had nothing to do with it.
Ew.
Yeah,
I signed
you know
back.
him.
Yes.
The one who is hanging out with a known thief.
Barador, how could you? I assure you, this is my right-hand man. He's very trustworthy. He probably doesn't know what he's doing. When I'm not around to tell him what to do, he just gets off the rails and... I leave you alone.
What
for-
are you
I
talking
leave you
about?
alone for
You're
like
the
a
one
couple
that
hours.
shot me.
Yes, because you got out alive. I thought that would have taught you a lesson. You see, this is what I have to
I
deal
sign
persuasion
back
check.
to the other guy.
with. Can't I use a...
Sorry.
Oh, it's not bluff, eh?
Just go.
A bluff? A deception?
It's deception, eh? Oh, my deception's really
It's
bad.
topsy-turvy.
Oh, fuck.
You're my slave, and he's in
Oh,
charge.
fuck.
He's like,
Deception. Come on, natural 20.
We will.
Natural 20! My natural 20 sees your natural 20. I got a +1 though. 21.
20 plus 1.
Okay, sure. He signs. We will save you. Then, as he's about to throw something on the floor, the leader looks at you. If you vouch for this man, then the individual who may be of benefit to us can stay. And we won't hand him over to the authorities. Steve, putting what you would know as a gas ball away.
Look at Barrett and I'm like,
What are you doing? Did something happen with your neck? What was that explosion about? Why
All
did
right,
you just leave us
gentlemen.
alone?
Says the old Drow. I want some answers.
Okay.
You, elf, claim to work with him, for him. Give me an insight check.
Yes, I make it. That's a 6.
Okay. You work for him.
No, but we work together.
He helped you defeat the Mistress of Feldeep.
he did.
Very well.
Seriously, why
Are
did you
you-
come down here?
Are you willing then to join the course as he has done?
What cause?
What was the cause again? We never quite specified what the cause was.
The hand on your wrist is putting pressure on you. It's Ayla who had he did kind of say you were going to help him. Not help him. You see this young drow draped off of him. All right, sit down, both of you. There are 2 empty chairs at the far end of the table.
Okay.
Thinking so hard about asking him about manga story right now.
It's now on the anger story, mate.
All right, do you sit?
Sure.
Yeah, no, just walk over.
Your arrival seems to be quite fortuitous for us. And that is why we took the opportunity to liberate you from Senator Gannicle. What your involvement is with the Drow ruling nobility, I don't know. And we certainly don't have time to investigate. We have a small window of opportunity, and we must strike. Hence our rather, I had thought, subtle option of extricating you from the Senator, but you have chosen a more direct route. The war you have declared
like
on the
that.
Senator is now plain for all to see. We believe Senator Gannicle is not in actual fact a Drow, but is in fact a thrall of an Ithalid who has been attempting to sour the population of Siklus for quite some time now. The course was put down by Senator Gannicle at the last meeting of the Houses as being preposterous and ludicrous. This, of course, is exactly what an Illithid-controlled thrall would do. Gannicle is very, very, very influential in the city, and as a result, the vote went in his direction. We were declared heretical, fanatical, and disillusionary, if you like, or delusional, really, would be the right word.
I suppose that's not a bad start.
Do you have any proof that this is thrall?
The hero of the Drow Nation, people.
I would take you through the information that we have, but it will take us some time. And time is something that we do not have. Gannicle is expected to make a public forum address tomorrow afternoon. This will be the only time where we are likely to see him in public and as exposed for the next 4 years before he heads to the capital to serve his time on the Senate there.
So your plan is to hire some outsiders to reveal that he is not a drow in a public place in order to discredit him and his votes in the Senate, in order to expose everybody that's sort of on his side as co-conspirators of this, what did you call?
Ithalid.
Ithalid.
That's absolutely right. Are you sure you're the hero of Fell Deep?
Yes. So there's Illithid, okay? So you think he's the Illithid?
No, he is the thrall.
He's
of
the
Illithid.
thrall. So what is
Perhaps
what's the
you
Illithid?
should...
I know what the Illithid is, my character doesn't.
So, as you have rightly...
Oh, sorry guys, I haven't eaten in a while.
As you have rightly predicted, this is exactly what we want to have happen. As outsiders, you have certain protectorate rights in regards to the alliance made with the surface, so you should be afforded a certain amount of protection against Drow justice, as long as you haven't committed any crimes since arriving in the Drow city.
I don't know.
Does this have anything to do with the Drow Secret Service?
What do you know about the Drow Secret Service? And are you sure I ask you a last time that you are actually the hero?
I kicked him under the table. I'm like, yes. The necromancer upstairs, piece of cake. This lifted shouldn't be a problem. Right, Barador?
We ran into some Secret Service while going after the Mistress of Fell Deep, so I was just making sure that I had all the information together.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh God, they fucking kill us.
No, Kalasa.
Mm-hmm.
What? I want to cost this a phone.
Thanks.
First.
She's not going to do the washing.
9.
9.
9.
You come down the stairs, and Nadia says something. Looks over at you. I hope you don't mind, but I've taken the liberty of announcing us. As she says that, she then turns back to the woman and she goes, Del fashash, narahafash, sedosh. You are standing there going, huh? You get hit by about 24 bags of washing as these little drow ladies somehow go, ah, a slave's arrived. You're doing the washing. These bags just land all around you, on you, to the point that you sort of stagger back, and all the ladies form into this little cluster around Nelisa and Nadia, leaving you with this pile of laundry.
I'm going to say that I've probably, a light goes bing in my head and I figured out what the fuck's going on.
It's pretty obvious, especially since the way they treated you. There's like, throw the bag at you and then just turn and walk off as if you're nothing. Please, would you give me a... Actually...
Oh God.
When the DM randomly rolls a dice, and it's a 20.
You take 4 damage. Something appears to have bitten you. Something large. 4 damage is a significant amount of damage.
Wow, okay.
In amongst the sacks that have been piled up around you. What are you doing?
Going to put all the stacks down and look for what the fuck bit me.
Okay, give me a perception check. It tries to hide.
First perception. Come on, dice. 14.
14. As you lift up the one bag, you see this very fine little tail disappearing into the bag. It was a very purple color, scaled with a little point at the end. But it disappears into the bag except for the point that sticks out of the bottom. it obviously thought it had retreated all the way in.
If I like knowledge nature,
Sure.
I might know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's 21.
You remember your grandfather telling you about drow creatures. And the one that stuck in your memory, because you were 5 or 6 at the time, was he mentioned that there was this little creature which the drow called an apius. And an apius was, as far as your grandfather was concerned, just another name for what they would term Draco vulgaris, or the vulgar dragon. It is a lizard that very few of its kind can actually breathe fire, but they grow in length to about 14 inches, so about that big. They're considered pests as they generally chew on livestock, but very poorly and usually only get to the hooves because they're not very big, and occasionally explode when they inhale rather than exhale. Their only practical use is target practice, in your grandfather's opinion.
It's the best day ever!
What do you do?
Okay, so I wouldn't know. So I'm gonna grab it by its tail and pull it out.
Give me a strength check. Wow. So you grab it by its tail, and before you start pulling, to your horror, these two little clawed little hands grab your wrist and try and pull it inside the bag.
Can I just say, if she gets dragons and her name is Colossa, she's nearly the mother of dragons.
Can I try again pulling it out even though I was trying to pull me in?
Give me a strength check.
9.
2 more feet appear through the hole. So now there's 2 hands and 2 feet wrapped around your wrist, and the tail is curled around. And it seems to be licking you.
Okay, so maybe I if it's wrapped itself around me, I'm gonna stop tugging and pull my hand away.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
21.
You pull your hand slowly out of the bag, and this little purple thing is busy licking the sweat off of your wrist. It's about that big, clinging on desperately. It has these 2 little stubby wings which will never fly, ever. And as you pull it out, it finishes licking. So it's like... Can you work that per year?
I love you so much! You're the best thing ever!
Suddenly, this water starts to run over your wrist down your elbow, and the scent of urine just fills the air as its eye, it just flattens itself and just pees.
It's okay! I will protect you and love you! Don't be afraid!
Apparently, it's just thrown up on your wrist. It's petrified. It's turning grey.
No. Like I dig in like my pouches for like a ration or something.
Sure.
So I can feed like it's a peace offering. It's okay. You're safe. I like you.
whilst it's still dribbling a little bit of vomit out of its mouth, it tries to suck on the stick at the same time. And it starts to go back to being purple.
Just look at Sid's face. She's so happy. I love it.
So let me understand this correctly, gentlemen. You are in agreement with this plan?
Well, this is a pretty solid plan.
Yes. You have your arrows.
I don't have any of my equipment, actually.
Why do you not have any of your equipment?
Because they got left behind when I was making my escape.
She turns to Ayla.
So
She
might need-
growls several things at Ayla. Ayla shoots back stuff. You don't have to make insight checks to hear that she went, I told you to give him all of his equipment. I gave him the exploding stones and gave him an escape route. How was I supposed to know he wasn't going to get them out of the chest of the room he was running out of? This is not a problem. We will acquire a bow and arrows for, well, the arrows we have already made up.
A crossbow or a sword would be nice as well, just saying. And there's a very integral piece of equipment that I need, but I don't know if you people have it. It's called a fishing rod. I'm pretty sure I can take out this Elithid if I have that with me. Never mind, don't worry about it. I'll make do. I'll make do. Just give me one.
You know what? He
It's
might
fine.
actually be right on that one. As much as it surprises me.
If not, I can find something else. Yeah, I'll make do. I improvise.
Do you speak Elvish?
I do speak Elvish, actually. Yes, I do. It's one of the only two languages I speak. Common and Elvish. Because he says bad shit about me.
She turns to you, and in fairly good Elvish, he is really the hero of Feldeen. A fishing rod.
You'd be amazed how hard it is to do necromancy when there's a fishing hook in your mouth.
Perhaps we misjudged you.
I get that a lot.
I'm not surprised. We have prepared a toxin that will be coated on your arrows so that when you fire them as an Seneganical, it will force the Illithid thrall control to be broken. Then that is where you come in. Perhaps we were going to use our own people, but it is better to use you since you are foreign. You need to discombobulate the senator. Knock him unconscious.
Wouldn't the Lithid be close by or something? Maybe we could find him.
Illithids can control individuals over hundreds of miles, especially if he's been controlling them for a long time, which we suspect he has. The control must be broken first, and then the individual must be rendered unconscious, thereby causing the Illithid to think its thrall is lost.
I feel like you used a lot of words. You could have just said no. But I get what you're saying.
Okay.
We have numerous toxins that will render the senator unconscious.
Why aren't you coating the arrows in those?
We are not entirely sure of the senator's constitution. The first arrow that will break the thrall's connection with him may very well knock him unconscious. A second arrow might just kill him. The senator is quite frail. You on hand will be able to assess whether or not he is in a condition and then apply suitable force to reduce him down further if need be. Also, I like backup plans in case he misses. I have reports of...
Well, yeah, he shot me.
The question is, was he aiming at you?
I am not sure. Do you think you have some gas vials that might be able to knock him unconscious? It might be better to be able to approach that from a distance as well.
They have limited range, unfortunately.
Sure.
Hence, you need to be on the Senate floor itself.
Is that going to be a problem?
No.
Okay. So you have like a public participation in the Senate?
I forget you are not Drow. Yes, it is an open-air forum, an amphitheater if you like. We will simply put you in the front row. That puts you no more than 7 feet away from the target. You will be at
That
the
should
back,
work.
of course. That is a shot of 120 feet. Is this a problem?
Nope.
Good.
So once the senator's knocked unconscious, what's the plan for actually revealing the fact that he is an elf or something else?
A thrall.
A thrall. Yeah, whatever.
Yes. Once he is knocked unconscious and the thrall's control over him is broken, he should awake with scary memories of being controlled by this creature.
What's to stop him from being controlled again?
From our understanding, Ithalids must make contact with the individual, physical, actual contact. If it's broken, the Ithilid would either have to appear, in which case then heaven help us, or, which we doubt, or simply the senator will awaken with a memory blank from the time it took control of him.
So we should just be ready in case the Illithid does show up. Do they have teleporting abilities?
Illithids are some of the most powerful creatures on the planet. I doubt it will make itself present.
Why wouldn't it if it's so powerful? It wouldn't be afraid of anything.
Illithids do not believe in direct conflict. They would rather manipulate from the shadow. It is safer that way.
Sure. One last question.
Yes.
Is it?
Why
really?
would the Senate floor believe that he was controlled by an illithid rather than just having some memory loss due to just being shot by an arrow coated in an unknown substance and then knocked unconscious via blow over the head or inhalation of some kind of gas?
This is why I keep him around. He asks the good questions.
125 years ago, Senator Gannico was known as the most honest Drow senator in the entire Republic. If he awakens and he has no memory of the last, we suspect, 2 decades, he will say as much. It will begin the investigation, which over time, we suspect the next 10 to 15 years, will reveal the Ithilid's control and allow us to rectify these problems. It is a short time scale, I know we are being optimistic, but that is the best we can do.
Well, look, we have to go and deal with the orc invasion, or go and deal with the thing with the orcs between the barbarians.
The orcs and the
And
barbarians
then-
are going to war.
No, quite the opposite, in fact. We have to go deal with that very shortly. So this plan sounds pretty good.
3 Drow get up from the table and immediately leave.
Oh god.
It sounds like a good plan to me.
Can we... Let's put a pin in it? Like the other stuff, but let's help these fine folk and not scare them or freak them out because of other things that are happening topside that they don't need to know about at all.
I don't understand what you're talking about.
A 4th Drow gets up and leaves. The women have clustered around you and are busy chatting to Nadir quite fervently in Drow. And every now and again one steps forward and in very bad common says, how exotic to have an Arthork as a slave. You must be very powerful to control a beast like that. And there's the beast going.
I'm gonna look. Is she doing the washing?
No, she's looking at this little purple lizard on her hand, and the women are looking, going, "Oh, how disgusting!" She's stroking an appius. I hope she eats it. Make her eat it. Yes, make her eat the appius.
No, I don't think it will be good for constitution, and she needs constitution to wash all this washing. Okay, I'm gonna walk to you and I'm gonna say, so what is that thing? And what are you doing?
This is my new pet. Grandfather told me about them. But why would you use it as a throwing device? He's so cute.
Okay, that's good. So the thing is,
I'm your slave, and I have to wash all this stuff.
I prefer words of casual employment that's forced. For me, just for this day, for now. I will help you look after pet and make sure it loves you. You are very scary sometimes and intimidating. Maybe I can help you with charisma. And I'll cast enhance ability on her and to her charisma.
Okay.
I don't see how that is helping
Wait.
the situation right now. The situation right now is, what are they telling you stuff that is important to us, which is useful to us?
Yes, but I don't know because they're looking at you and they were saying, "Why is she not washing the washing?" Gentlemen, please wash the washing.
Don't go away. I'm just gonna do something.
I will.
It crawls up your arm onto your shoulder into the fur area and starts burrowing and circling and trying to find somewhere to, by the feel of things, settle.
I pick up the washing and take it to the water.
Kalasa, you are super amazing. And in Orc, I'm gonna be like, "Thank you very much," but in Orc, it obviously sounds like. So I'm like, "Yes, I told her to go do the washing in Halfling." I'm gonna come back.
By the time you come back, your audience unfortunately has broken away from the topic and are currently arguing over why one of the women clearly has an Appius infection. And that devolves into, well, you know who she got that from, and that kind of devolves into a slinging match as to whom has slept with whom.
Would it be intimidation or persuasion to be like, let's get back on topic?
What is the topic?
Look at that explosion last night, hey? Weird. What happened there?
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh God, 15.
They look at you and they're like, clearly you don't move in the right circles. We all know what happened there.
Okay. I'm gonna be like, oh, okay. Then I'm gonna do would it be persuasion or actually? I'm just gonna say it.
Just ask.
Okay. Well then, if obviously I'm new here and I don't think I can gain much from gossiping about other things. I was really interested in explosion. Okay, me and Kalasa will go. Thank you.
Just before you go, I just remembered you're strange here. So there is something that we know, says a rather rotund-looking drow female.
Okay.
Your orky can stay doing the washing.
I'm like, yes, you can. And I'm looking, how good is her washing looking?
Bag into water. Next bag into water. Next bag into water.
Mm-hmm.
So, I heard that there was an escapee.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep. Drow one.
No.
No.
A human.
Oh, is it?
We all knew Senator Garnical was.
That's
Now, one of
apparently.
his little slaves has escaped. Very dramatic.
Oh, that apparently runs in family.
Why? His daughter was perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm. Yes, she was. Oh, okay.
You knew manga story? Rumor has it she's died. You would not know about that, would you?
Here's the sponge. Take the sponge.
I know many things. I just
Give me a bluff check. You're being watched by 14 drow who are desperate
25.
for new gossip. Carry on.
I know many things, and that is very interesting. It could be woven into a tapestry of a story that I do know some previous knowledge about, perhaps Senator Gannical and perhaps his daughter, and perhaps what may or may not have happened to her. So I just like to make complete stories. So anything else you have? I'm gonna repeat how's the washing going. Okay.
Wait, go back. You said you knew exactly what happened to my story. was the thing in the tower. And you see collectively cogs turning across all of them, and these little clusters form, and this drow just goes crazy in terms of volume, and tweetering and chipping and twittering, and they turn back. The human, did it impregnate Mangus Torres?
In Orc, I'm gonna shout, Kalasa, we might not be here very long. Just saying. And then in Halfling, I'm like, no,
But
no. This is not how gossip transference works.
I didn't understand.
You told me about the escapee, yes,
Yes.
and I got slave to do washing. It's fair. So now I would like some extra information if you have, and then I will share about impregnation or not. Or not!
One woman faints.
You're literally digging my grave right now.
Oh my gosh.
All right, what do you want to know?
About the escapee.
We told them an animal came
Okay, fine. About who was traveling with Mangastori, about Pistastios and Dandaster. They were very fine looking down.
What about Lord Vistancios and Damdasta?
I want to know about them. They were very fine looking men.
How did you ever meet them?
They
They
were
were assigned
with
to the surface.
Mangastori. We were on surface, yes?
And?
In all, Kalasa, we might be leaving much sooner than anticipated. And? Yes, no, we met on surface, and I just thought they were very good-looking men, and I'm looking for that human, so I would like to possibly approach them to help me.
Did the human kill Damdester?
No.
But why not? Damdester was in love with Mangastori.
Well, it doesn't fucking matter now, does it?
Okay, I think in all fairness, I'm gonna have to roll a deception because my face just went.
You have
18.
disadvantage on that roll, by the way.
17.
So?
That would be. I don't think anyone knew about that, except for you.
You
And
mean
obviously-
every eligible widow here. Damdester was a cat. He was in the Secret Service.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh.
Very secret about his service.
Okay, and do you know why they were up there on the Secret Service? Well, then that's that I don't know about. Mangastori, is she also Secret Service? Or-
No, she was there because her father sent her.
Oh.
Mm.
So he doesn't love daughter. He sent her up.
Why would you send that?
Well, because there was necromancer up on surface.
He sent his daughter to a necromancer?
God.
And on that political note,
I
we'll
think
see you
I did much better barding this week.
There is no better bard.
than Elisa did.
I'm the best bard.
Much better.
Look at my bard. My bard is amazing.
I got a dragon! I got a
They're all trying to kill
sipping on my
me.
shoulder.
That's all I'm saying. Everybody's digging my grave for me.
You
Well-
started it.
I was fine. I was the hero of the people. The hero of the people.
He's like, you should have just left me being kidnapped and alone. I was doing better.
Not alone. Apparently, I'm like Kenny to Dr. Females.